This is Power Panda with episode 9 of Divergent Paths. This episode, we are going to be taking on Terra and Banon's scenario. Now, normally I just start the scenario and then start talking, but there's a couple things to let you know first. First off, we are going to start off with a boss battle. And so, Terra and Banon's scenario will start with optimizing Terra's equipment in the background so that if you unequipped her before or if you bought some better equipment in IKEA, she has that available to her right away. Second thing is that, as you will see, Terra and Banon will end up in a different part of the world. But let's get going and see what happens. Knocked off course, Terra and Banon must find a way back to Narshe and the Esper. That octopus knocked us way off course. I don't know where this branch goes. Wait, do you hear that? Yeah, sounds like a waterfall. So we are starting off with the Rise of Paths battle. Normally, in the game, this would be considered a Veldt battle, which means you would not gain experience from it. However, since Terra and Banon are going to be spending most of their scenario on the Veldt, I decided to make this a battle where you gain quite a lot of experience, because this is the most level that they're going to gain. It's pretty basic. I've played it so many times in testing out this scenario that I know everything that they're going to do. Razpass has some lightning magic that you gotta watch out for. So we are going to fight with Terra, fight with Banon, but it runs out of MP pretty quickly. Not much to say here other than the battle. I will show you that she has the Break Blade. Now, if you remember, we left her equipped with the Gauntlet. That's why she doesn't have a shield on her. Break Blade is not terribly powerful, it just has a chance to instantly kill an enemy. Okay, yeah, we'll cure. I don't know how many hits left it has. That's the one you gotta watch out for. It only has enough MP to cast it once, though. Let's actually get you a Regal Cutlass. Yep, quite a lot of experience, over 2,000. Banon and Terra both gained levels. Terra learned Drain, setting them up for the scenario to come. draped in monster hides, eyes shining with intelligence, a youth surviving against all odds. Go. And you are? Yeah? Where are we? That was Barren Falls we went over, so we must be on the Veldt. It's a vast wilderness. We have to get to Narshe as quickly as possible. Well, there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can find a town. No town, but we do have a cottage. A crazy man's cottage. Hey! You the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages. No, I'm not the clockmaker. There it is on the wall. Ain't been ticking for 1, 5, shucks, maybe even 10 years. An old clock. It's not ticking. Was able to reuse that from Locke's scenario. Got it! Lawnmower repairman, eh? Couldn't provide worse service. Grass is 25 feet high out back. No more lip repairmen. Fix that stove on the double. Well, we're gonna take a nap before we fix the stove. And now we fix the stove. Ouch! Phew, no child could be this mischievous. Child? Ain't no child around here. Boulder Dash. I'm ready for you to leave. Go on, get. I'm tossing you out onto the Veldt. I'd rather take a stick in the eye than deal with that guy again. So it just works so much better to have the crazy old man actually on the Veldt. He was originally north of Doma in the place where I have the Phantom Forest now, and that just wasn't working for me. Okay, instead of Gauntlet, we are giving you earrings, and probably a hyper wrist until we get Gao. Terra should be doing some great damage. And as you can see, Banon, we can't change his equipment, but he's got some pretty good stuff. So we will save. And go across the Veldt. As I was rerouting the 3 scenarios, trying to make each of them balanced and even, all of them somewhere between 40 and 60 minutes apiece. The Veldt and the Serpent Trench were my leftovers. I didn't know what to do with them. And it just so happened that it worked to put Terra and Banon on the Veldt. I knew I wanted Locke to be able to sneak out of Narshe, or out of South Figaro and into Narshe. And I wanted Edgar and Sabin to be doing the military camp and the Phantom Forest and Nikea. Specifically, they needed to do Nikea so we could get that wonderful scene with the barmaid. So the leftovers came to Terra and Banon, but as I started to think about it, it was such a happy accident, because Terra and Banon, at this point in the story, are the most important characters. Everyone else could fail to make it to Narshe, and they'd be able to continue on forward. But if Terra and Banon aren't there, well, let's try to get one more encounter, see if Gao shows up. If Terra and Banon aren't in Narshe, nothing can happen. They can't talk to the Esper, the returners have no presence there. So to put them the farthest out, to have them be on the very edge of the world trying to get back, added a narrative tension that just simply wasn't there before. When Sabin and Cyan were on the Veldt, there was really no reason for them to get back. The other thing is that it takes these characters and adds to their development. So Banon, we haven't been using this much, but Banon can control any enemy. So we'll do that, fire off a cure. And now we can do battle, special, or fire. We'll have him cast fire on himself. And Banon meets a force that he can't control, that none of his skills as a mediator and someone who is good at talking will do anything for, which is Gao. You also get to see Banon, a little bit of the humorous side of him, which makes him feel more a part of your team. Here you go. Whoa! Well, I want to control Gao. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, but we can't control him. Doesn't even try. And as you will see with Terra, whoa, whoa, you strangers, go away. You scare animals. We're able to do some interesting narratives with Terra by having her be the one that finds Gao. So come to Mobliz. You came via Barren Falls? Unbelievable, it's flowing like there's no tomorrow. Letters tell us the war has broken out. The important guy is... this guy? Threw some dried meat into a herd of hungry animals and some kid emerged and grabbed it. Yeah, so that's one of the important guys. This is the other one. Strong currents run through the Serpent Trench. Heard about it? No. Starting from there, goes all the way up. To Naikea. And we know that we can get from there to Narshe. Hop into the current and you'll be swept to Naikea. Too bad our underwater breathing device was stolen. One other change with Mobliz, as we're here, is that there is no soldier. No wounded soldier quite yet. We'll find out what happens to that soldier later. The woman passed away. The man totally lost it. He thought the newborn was a monster. Wonder what happened to the poor little baby. And you can see, lives near the Leet River. Wife bore him a son 13 years ago. I had to change her dialogue so that it was more descriptive of where his new house was. I will be pausing for a little bit, but to note that there is a free bed up in the relic shop. And here's another part that makes Terra work. 1, she goes to Mobliz. 2, she's the one that meets Dwayne and Catherine for the first time. So doing what we need to do for the story, and then I'll pause. The only thing we need to do is buy at least 1 dried meat. However, dried meat has additional function in this game. Eat when hungry stops rage, berserk, and dance. So you want to buy more than 1, because you are able to take Gao out of rage status and choose a different rage by having another character use dried meat on him. I don't like one-time use items. I didn't like that dried meat had really no function after you used it for the first time. Okay, I'm gonna go shopping, and then I will unpause. Alright, unpausing. We have gone shopping, gotten all of the items that we're going to need for the battle to come, and this would be why I wasn't doing any damage. I had them both in the back row. So I will save, and then we'll see if we can recruit Gao. And got him on the first try. Whoa! Oh, I'm hungry. Dried meats. Who's this kid? He has such bright eyes. I'm Terra, and you are... You Terra. Me? Want more food. No more for you. Me still hungry. You've had enough. Who is Old Man? Who are you calling Old Man? I'm Banon. Old Man is Banon? I'm not that old. I'll show you. You're pretty fast. Waha! Not fun. You strong. Me like dancing. Old man, good leader. It's Banon. B-A-N-O-N. Banon. Settle down, boys. Are you an orphan? Go, no orphan. Terra orphan. Terra orphan. Terra orphan. Terra orphan. Terra orphan. Go not know what orphan means. Terra okay? Terra okay? Terra okay? Listen, Terra can't remember anything. An orphan means someone with no parents. Me understand. Me sorry. Me not mean person. No, it's okay. Listen, we can't leave you all alone out here. Gao, would you like to come with us? Yes, and I give you present. Gao give Terra and Banon nice gift and thanks for food. What sort of gift could you give us? Gao's treasure. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Can anything be that shiny? Does old man like shiny thing? Don't start with the old man thing again. A shiny thing, eh? Think how jealous Locke's gonna be when he hears about this. Who be Locke? He bad man? Maybe he try steal my treasure. Locke? Well, he's... Listen when someone's talking to you. I think he's trying to tell us something. Alright, carry on. Here. Shiny thing here. Banon? Place where you buy food. It called Mobles. Terra? Place where you stand. River brought you there. Now, we go Crescent Mountain. Shiny thing there. So Crescent Mountain is to the south. Okay, let's go. I guess I'm not the only one with no memory of my parents. Hey, old lady, hurry up, we're leaving. Old lady? Oh no you don't, get back here. And now for a lesson on improving Gao's skills. Gao's rage ability allows him to imitate monsters he has encountered. He only needs to fight a monster once in order to learn its attacks. Monsters you have fought will also show up on the Veldt. So the Veldt is an ideal place to train Gao. And now, please continue your important quest. Bye-bye. Okay, so we have Gao. And Gao is immediately going to get our Hyper Wrist and keep it pretty much for the rest of the game. So for Terra, let's give her some running shoes. Well, no, we're going to give running shoes to Gao. Terra will get a white cape probably, so I don't forget to equip it to her. Gao is going to get the Hyper Wrist and the running shoes. We shall save. So Gao has some major changes to him as a character. The first thing that you'll note is that he doesn't have to leap in order to learn rages. So as long as you keep him in the party, you can have him learn the rages of any monster that you fight immediately, as soon as you find them. Second thing is that you can use dried meat on Gao throughout the entire game to pull him out of a rage status, and I'm going to show you that. Probably not now, the leafer's too weak, you won't see it. But in the next battle we'll get it. And these two things really change up Gao as a character. Makes it so that you don't have to go way out of your way in order to power him up. He grows really powerful really quickly, some would say even overpowered, but compared to how he was in the previous game, I think he has earned it. Okay, so let's take our dried meat. Where did it go? Oh, I didn't go down far enough. Dried meat, applied to Gao, and you'll see the little flies around his head. I never quite knew what that was. They have gone away. And we can choose a different rage for him. Let's fight hornets with hornets. What I'm going to do now is what everyone should do when they're playing, which is to have Gao learn all of the rages that you've missed up to this point. So I'm going to pause while I train him for a bit. But I will unpause for a second to say that this is a great time to equip the Moogle Lure so you get more encounters. Don't forget that that one exists. Alright, now I'm pausing. Okay, we're back. I have certainly not learned all of the rages. I'm not trying to do an exhaustive list, but I have gotten several. So another thing to note about Gao's rages is that they are alphabetical. Makes it a lot easier to find the one that you're looking for. But also recommend, if you're a rage user, to have your cursor set to memory, so that if you find one that you really like, you'll at least be able to find it again later. Now we're going to go into the Crescent Cave, where there are no random encounters. Terra, the shiny thing Gao spoke of is in here. Gao, where is it exactly? Or where exactly is it? Gao, forget. Shall we look around? Indeed. There's one somewhere around here that I always used to miss. No, not over here. A potion. Gao, is this your treasure? No, 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 no. Ha ha ha. That is a Japanese hand gesture of embarrassment that didn't really translate well over here. Okay, this next one, I'm going to show it to you for sake of completeness, but you do actually lose 500 GP when you do this. Hey, Gao, what's wrong? Gao! Gah, my pouch! There was 500 GP in it! Gao, you... Oh my, Gao, no more pranks like this, okay? Urgh. There's a dummied scene in there that no one quite knows how it was supposed to trigger, but the other player, in this case it was Sabin and Cyan, Cyan would say, actually I held onto the gold pouch and it would give you the 500 GP back. But I had to... That's one of the ones that I had to consume for space. Is this it? Gao's treasure? Treasure, yes! Looks like glass. Looks like it just might fit one of us. Gao, how are all three of us supposed to use this? This could be of use. Will this really let us breathe underwater? Let's go. Current's fast. No kidding. But unless we hop in, we won't see our friends again. One of the changes that I make from here, I'll tell you at the end of this scene. Let's go. Can't remember exactly, but I don't think that you gained experience while fighting in the Serpent Trench originally. And I have turned that flag on, again, just because there need to be places for Terra and Banon to level up, so they're not too underpowered in the battle for Narshe. And let's control. Oh, I hope Mega Volt doesn't heal them. Okay, it doesn't. One of the enemies in the Serpent Trench is healed by lightning. So I need to remember to not use Rhinox. You always want to go right at the branches when you get an option. So yeah, this scenario really, I thought, played into Terra's character a lot. Terra has some really unclear motivation in the original game, where the only thing you know is that she is the only thing standing between the world and another War of the Magi, but all she wants to know is what love is. And the word love just gives really unclear motivations because it doesn't mean a whole lot in English. Is it romantic love? Is it familial love? I took the interpretation that it didn't need to be a romantic love story. That Terra's main motivation, she woke up after years of being mind controlled and found that she knew no one. She didn't even know who she was aside from her name. That there's a war that's going on, that she's been used as a biological weapon, that somehow she's the one that has to stop everything. And when this person gets in a situation like that, they're not necessarily looking for romantic love, they're looking for human connection of any kind. And to be able to establish early on the idea that Terra finds what she's looking for in starting the orphanage. So she recognizes Gao as her first orphan. She finds the city of Mobliz. And all of these things together, I think, make her motivations a lot clearer and make her eventual character arc make more sense. So, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, my goal with this had been to just use the leftovers. Oh, Gao can actually use Limit Break. He couldn't in the original game, because he was always using rages, but whenever the rage has him use the fight command, he can do it. So, of everything, of all the changes that I made, this is the one that I ended up being the most pleased with for the three scenarios, was giving Terra an actual arc, actual motivation from the beginning. Okay, this cave, there's a couple of things going on. We have to drain that water. There are no random encounters in these caves. Received Green Beret, which is a pretty good item. And before we go through here, once you step through this door, you will not be able to do anything again in this scenario. However, there are also no random battles after you go through this door. So we're going to empty our equipment, walk through, and then this video will pretty much be done. I'm going to do a save state so that I can pick up. This will go immediately into the scene where everyone comes back together, and that'll be the next video. So, going through the Serpent Trench. Here we go. Oh, we'll go through this at least. And we shall pick it up from there. See you guys next time.